You do it because you love it. You do it because you enjoy the photos, you enjoy the prints, you enjoy the book outs, you enjoy being on stage. Can you make something off of it? Can you at least break even? Amazing. Yes, beautiful, glorious. But this is not where you're like, oh, I'm gonna retire off of being a model. Y'all, even Tyra Banks, you guys think that she's living off of her money from modeling? No, she's living off of her money from being a host. She has everyone's like, oh, she's doing this to help the model community. Y'all, she's doing it to make money. Yeah. And you see some of the biggest models and celebrities doing like an ad for, toothpaste. Yeah. And you're like, oh shit, they got that celebrity. Right, kids, because that celebrity needs to be paid. Yeah. So realize that perception of success is not financial success. Please always remember that.
So I can actually tell you guys a fun fact that I did learn. So you all know Kendall Jenner, one of the top paid models in the industry. Do you guys know how much it is to be on the cover of Vogue? Anybody? It's 3 digits. Let's make a guess. So from me, a starting model, to Kendall Jenner, it's only $125 they will pay to be on the cover of Vogue. That's it. Because in that part of the industry, you need Vogue. Vogue doesn't need you.
Right.
They just need you to get there. That $125 is the Uber to get from your hotel to the set. That's all it is. So that's what I mean. It's this, you have to love what you do. And so, I mean, whether you're making $100,000 or $25, as long as you love what you do, that's what's gonna be the best part of it. And I think in modeling, what we do is we try to make it this amazing, glorious job, when really we have directors coming up like to me, y'all see how tiny I am, have come up to me, you need to lose this much by the time you can work with us. Well, if I lose that much, I'm gonna be a skeleton. And so, and of course in those instances, I will not put my health at risk for money. I won't, or to work with a client. But like Deidre was saying, you have to find different ways to grow yourself, and it's gonna take a lot of money. For me, I never took a walking class. I never did. What I did is I rewatched actually Naomi Campbell over and over and over again. I watched her walk. I watched her when she flipped her hair back. Like, that's how I learned how to walk. And Cindy Crawford, I learned when I shoot in a photo, she said, do not ever have a blank space in your brain when you shoot. Always constantly think about something. If you want a fierce face, look at someone or think of somebody that you absolutely hate, and you're going to fiercely look at them. Or if you want a sad face, think of someone you lost. Something that is going to make the photo stand out, because having a blank stare is boring. And I have a few photos like that where I'm just like, I wish I was thinking about something. Then there's other photos that are some of the best photos I've ever taken. Every single audition I go to, they're stealing those photos for so they can put them against other models. And you can just see in my eyes, I'm thinking about something. My body is positioned the way I wanted it, because that's when I felt most confident, is when I was thinking while I was shooting. And another way that will help you is if a photographer wants to shoot with you for free, make sure it's going to benefit you. I have worked with photographers and I have gotten back photos and I'm like, I wasted 6 hours shooting with you and I can't use any of these photos. Whereas I can work with a photographer that's gonna charge me $250 for an hour. I'll get some of the best photos in the world. So think about it that way if you're willing to put in the work and the money, and don't just work for free because it's gonna give it to you for free. Make sure it benefits you before you give all that time to that person. So.
Guys, especially if you're signed, you don't need to be doing a beginning photographer. You don't need to be working with beginning photographers anymore. I think for a while, trade for print is good because it gives you some experience that you don't have to pay for. It gives you some photo options to where you can look at it and kind of critique it and see what you do or do not want to do. But if a photographer comes to you, especially after you're signed, I'm not against trade for print, but make sure that photographer is somebody that you want in your portfolio. The other problem that we have with trade for print is if you guys do photos and we